Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's session, we'll see the execution part of your Pig Latin script. So, as you all know that Pig Latin script will execute in two different modes. One is a local mode, other one is MapReduce mode. Keep that in mind. One thing which is very clear, whenever you are using a local mode, you are not supposed or allowed to load the file from Hadoop file system, that is your HDFS. When you are executing your scripts in MapReduce mode, you are not allowed to load a file from a local file system. So this is a thumb rule when you are working with it. Today we'll see basic queries that we will be working with Pig Latin script. So in this example, I have taken a small text file with the name student.txt. So in that I have some data related to students, which involves a number, name, which is my first name and last name, and his age, phone number, as well as a city. So I'd like to perform a basic commands on this data. So let's see how this data will be loaded for pig scripting. Do remember that in today's session we are going to execute these things in local mode. Let's get started. So I'm opening my terminal window. Here I'm going to type a simple command pig-x local, which allows me to execute my scripts in a local mode. It will take some time, then you'll be able to see. Now, meanwhile, let's understand the concepts of executing parts, where in the session we have discussed earlier that pig will be executed in two different modes as well in three different ways. One way is using grunt shell, which is your interactive mode. A second one is a batch mode where you'll be writing a separate file with pig Latin script. We call it as a file with .php extension, and we'll be working on that. And third one will be your embedded mode, where you will be executing your scripts with user defined functions. So let us see how it works. I just started executing in local mode with the help of a command pig-x local. So as I told you, pig is a bit advantageous when compared to your MapReduce. As in MapReduce, you're supposed to write your code in Java programming language. When pig replaces your MapReduce, obviously you'll be getting advantages like code optimization, where you can reduce the size of a code, and there is no need for you to have any background knowledge on programming because it's just a scripting language. So here is my grunt shell where you can see it. So I'm just clearing my screen so that I can start writing up. So as I told you, we have a text file on the desktop which holds details of students. Typing the queries. So in this example, I just want to show how to load the file and how to create the structure, and then we'll see some kind of minimal operations on the relation like ordering the data and limiting the data while printing it back again. So I'm writing the query where I'm going to load the data. So I'm typing it student equal to, I have to load it. So load is a command which I'll use. I need to give the path. So home Cloudera desktop. The name of a file is students.txt. So I'm loading it using pig storage. So in the pig storage, as you can see, with the comma separated values. As I'm giving the structure where I have the different kind of fields, I'm going to define them where ID is my integer, first name is my character array, last name character array, and then age, which is my integer again, and finally city, which is my character array. So I have defined the base structure. So when you see the grunt shell again, which means that your command has been executed successfully, which means a query has been executed successfully without any kind of errors. So I'm trying to order the data. So I'm going to push it again into new relation, which is my student order, where order is my command now, which is my operator. So data exists inside student, which we have already generated in the earlier query. So age in the descending order. So I'm trying to order the data based on the age, the descending order. And the next one is student limit. I'm trying to limit the data which exists in student order with 4 values. So that's it. Minimal operations are done. Now I try to dump the data. Dump acts as printing the data. So I'm going to print it student limit. Now let's see how it works. So there my execution started. So my MapReduce operations will execute and they'll bring it out the whole operation, and at the end we can see what will be the result. So you can see here 25% of my MapReduce job is completed. So it's been executing. So 50% of a job is completed as of now. So you all know that a pig is an abstraction over MapReduce, which means the output of this pig will be in the form of key value pair. So 75% is done. So where the input from this pig is taken by the MapReduce, and it will generate the data to be stored into the data node. So it shows that a task completed successfully. You can see this from the input file. We have the task completed successfully, and you can see this DAG, directed acyclic graphs, which we have discussed earlier from the architecture, where your query will generate a DAG and then parser will take the DAG for next level. So that's it guys. We got our result back again. We can clearly see that the result at the end of the screen, where I have received 4 different rows, as we have limited the output to 4, and you can see the ages where 24, 24, 23 and 23. We try to print that in descending order. I limited it to 4 rows. So that's it for today. I hope you learned successfully how to load a file and how to execute commands on that using pig Latin. Thanks for watching. See you soon.